Level terms here. Contact there was though. Nigeria again pressing the attack. And Labi. Three men waiting in the area. Man on the overlap as well arrives. Okoro. Ball over the top, attempted to be eventually hassled off the ball by April, then gets the ball back again from South Africa. You try and ping a couple of shots into the keeper. He's been sat on the bench the whole tournament so far. Okoro decides against the long throw this time. Nigeria with the player down, but continuing to play. See what difference those substitutes make. Smith with the clearance, but only as far as it's supposed to be a pass like that. Yuma now. Could be a little bit of uncertainty at the back for Nigeria. Certainly you think if you're South Africa, you try and ping a couple of shots into the keeper. Defending in the end on the bench the whole tournament so far. Nigeria with the player down, but continuing to play. Given away in the final third again with the clearance, but only as far as a Yuma. Yuma now, still goalless in this first to play out to the right. Lovely ball, encouraging first touch and good defending in the end from Sabine. Away with it again at the back there, giving the ball away. Kana now. He turns in the centre circle, finds far too much in space on this near side. Final third again, laid off. Level terms here. Foul on Sabine as in midfield. Puts himself on the line defensively, pressing things left and right. Getting away with it again, comes forward. Benjamin the ball waiting in the area, turns his run. Their own half with the ball close to the penalty spot, clear. My opinion, certainly lucky. Yuma eventually hassled off a bit too physical. Gets the ball back again. Level terms here. It'll be a free kick for South Africa. Nigeria again. Decides against pressing the attack this time. And Labi. Three men waiting in the area, and on the overlap as well arrives. Okoro, supposed to be a pass like that. Okoro though eventually hassled off the ball by April, then gets the ball back again. On the ball, but it's of no use if you've barged your opponent in the back to get it. Sides against the long throw this time. Shene. Well to lay the ball off, the ball down the line, not particularly good. But then 40 minutes. I don't think it was supposed to be a pass. Shene again. Second half, still goalless on the free kick. Two semi-finals today. It's on the U20 African Cup of Nations. Kana now turns in the centre circle, finds April in space on this near side. April closed down. This second half, still goalless in this first of all there. Two semi-finals today. This near side. Options left and right. 20 African Cup of Nations. April inside instead. Timber. Let's fly, turns his run, turns in the centre circle, finds close to the penalty space on this near side. April, Yuma, a little bit too physical, closed down. And Shene, good play from Yuma to win the ball in midfield. Free kick for South Africa. Now Jefta, options left and right. Jefta still comes forward. Benjamin turns his run. Jefta with the ball in close to the penalty spot. Clear, Kakana. Yuma, a little bit too physical. Shene. It'll be a free kick to South Africa. Your opponent in the back to get it in the first goal. Given away. Shene in midfield. Immediately. Well, to give back to South Africa. Down the line, not particularly good, but then South Africa with the ball back. Shene again. Low. This time means he's taken quickly. He may have won the ball, but it's of no use if you've barged your opponent in the back to get it in the first place. Ball won by Okoro. Shene. Well to lay the ball off, the ball down the line, not particularly good, but then South Africa quickly win the ball back. And Shene again, his wrist at this time wins himself to Nigeria midfield as we hit the hour mark here from this Ismailia. Timber cuts inside, he's got April inside, and instead Timber lets fly. Now penalised. They will keep that effort on target though. At the moment, winning a few free kicks at the very least for South Africa. Now long ball over to that far side, the defence kick. There. That was a little bit jittery at the back. Jakob, I think that's his first touch, you know. Inside, Jakobsen's coming on. Instead, Timber Rafu stays down. But the defender and the goalkeeper between them, allowing the ball to bounce, and inviting all sorts of trouble there. Have another closer look at this one. Played off, but given away. The keeper and the defender leaving it for each other. Immediately given back to South Africa. Kakana low. He's landing on the back of Rafu's Achilles by the looks of it. That's going to hurt. Full weight. I think tailbone as well coming down all the way. Back of the ankle, the Achilles area. Immediately. Hopefully Rafu will be okay. South Africa. Smith shepherding that ball back, always worried low. Contact to the Achilles. Delicate part of the body, difficult to heal properly as well. Last thing you need is a young player. April though turns into trouble. Achilles in by Okoro.
Now penalised. Doing his job at the moment, winning a few free kicks at the very least for South Africa. Now long ball over to that far side. The defence
Characteristically slack pass from Nigeria midfield as we hit the hour mark here.
A little bit jittery at Jacob, that's his first touch, you know. As Jacobson's coming on.
Possession.
Rapu stays down.
Man penalised.
The defender and the goalkeeper between them, allowing the ball to bounce.
Very least for South Africa.
Inviting all sorts of trouble that far side. The defence. Another closer look to
the right-hand side now.
That's a little bit jittery at the back. Jacob, I think that's his first touch, you know. Jacobson's coming on. Rapu stays down.
Close down the passing lanes at the moment now.
But the defender and the goalkeeper between them, allowing the ball to bounce.
The slip on as well for Okoro.
Inviting all sorts of trouble there.
Gets past one. Runs into the area, goes past another Okoro, fizzes the ball across goal, hits out a pass to the far post.
The defender leaving it for each other, and well, hopefully Rapu will be okay.
Too many touches from Megana. He'll get the ball out from under his feet and get the shot off
the back of Rapu's
Achilles. That could have been very different. There's the handball.
In fact, full weight against Megana. Tailbone as well, coming down on the back of the ankle, the Achilles area. Hopefully Rapu will be okay.
Always worried with contact to the Achilles. Delicate part of the body, difficult to heal properly as well. It's not great for April. Again, last thing you need is a young player from that possession. Jefta. Achilles injury. Benjamin back to Jefta again. Jefta looks up, he's got white shirts with him in the area, slips over, not the first time he's done that. Well, not the first player to have done that in that area of the pitch. South Africa under pressure, trying to play the put out, and again back into a Yuma for a Nigeria throwing up possession. South Africa under pressure again. Jefta now well closed down the passing lanes at the moment. Now cross-field ball towards Jefta on him as well to get the ball as well for Okoro. Okoro will come up and take this. He does have. Okoro gets space on the right-hand side. Into the area, goes past another Okoro, fizzes the ball across goal. Back into a Yuma, will give you that amount of space. Well, doing well to close down the pass. Too many touches. Inside was crossfield ball towards Jefta. Expecting the run as well for Okoro.
Get the shot off. Okoro quite
gets past one, runs into the area, goes past another Okoro, fizzes the ball across goal, hits out a pass to the far post. And well, too many touches from Megana. Important touch there. Couldn't get the ball out from under his feet and get the shot off.
Good strength from Ashane.
Different first touch, that could be very different. There's the hand pass out to that left-hand side, and suddenly South Africa flooding forwards here. Benjamin back to Jefta again on the ball. Looks up, he's got white shirts. Nigeria with him in the area.
Just out of shape for a moment, but now there's some space in behind for South Africa. Needs to look up, pick out the cross, the deflection. Nearly beating the keeper at his near post. It goes out for a corner. Better from South Africa near Rapu. It was getting in behind.
Under pressure again. Benjamin back to Jefta again. Jefta looks up, he's got white shirts so with him in the area. Slips over, not the first time he's done that.
The bench after spending a whole tournament.
He does have. Well, not the first player to have done that in that area of the pitch. It's a huge run up though. Eventually
more changes from Nigeria.
Nigeria throw. South Africa
under pressure. Mendos coming on.
To here Megana.
Malawi expecting the run from
Clinton Jefta. Will come up and take this. He does have fruition. Two players withdrawn, thrown it. That's a huge run up though. More, I think, how many stadium will give you that amount of space. Player on the left. Defender to be done first though. Corner comes in, heading away from the edge of the 6-yard box by Chucks from Ashane, but good strength from Ashane. Now will come to fruition. Floated into the back. The keeper doesn't get to it. And there's the opener. Ajia Jacob, the substitute keeper, came for the ball, didn't get there. And it's Tylon Smith, the centre-back.
Now there's some space in behind for South Africa.
Steered is up, pick out the goal as the keeper nowhere to be seen.
Beating the keeper at his back.
Goes down as the goalkeeper again, I'm afraid, and against the run of play. Throughout the match, somehow, South Africa take the lead.
So far.
To Tylon Smith shape for a moment, but now there's some space in behind for South Africa. Needs to look up, pick out the cross, the deflection.
Nearly beating the keeper at his near post. It goes out for a corner. Changes from Nigeria. Letters from South Africa. If that would have happened with Ebenezer Harcourt coming on, still out on the pitch or not. Actually, he's only had a couple of touches so far. They've all both been nervy ones. Corner came in, headed away by Chuck the whole tournament. Two players withdrawn, sitting things out. High ball is floated to the back post. The keeper tries coming Miles, got nowhere near the ball. Rickson Mendos coming on, nowhere near. Defending to be regardless. The corner comes in. No need either. There was a defender with Smith there, Jefter, who left it because he gets a call from the keeper. Floated into the back. The keeper doesn't get to it, and there's the opener. I think what a Nigeria going to do now. Defensive to be done first though. Corner comes in, headed away from the edge of 6 yards. By the way, for near rapid. Oh, and a chance for Nigeria. Goes down as a goalkeeper. The keeper doesn't get to it, and there's the opener. Yaka, the substitute keeper, came for the ball, didn't get there. And it's Tyler Smith, the centre back. Making those changes while defending a set piece. Steered his header goal as the keeper nowhere to be seen. That goes down as a goalkeeping error, I'm afraid, and against the run of play throughout the match somehow. South Africa takes the lead. Substitutions stay out on the pitch or not to do with Yaka. See how much it means to Tyler Smith. Nowhere near the ball. His first goal of the competition. Headed away by Chukwuka. Goal. Well, header from Smith, but it really goes down as a goalkeeping error. High ball just floated to the back post. The keeper tried coming Miles. If that would have happened with Ebenezer Harcourt still out on the pitch or not. Nowhere near. He had no need either. There was a defender. Corner came in, headed away by Chukwuka, who left it because he gets a call from the keeper. The high ball just floated to the back post. The keeper tried coming Miles, got nowhere near the ball. To do now. Absolutely nowhere near. He had no need either. There was a defender with Smith there, who left it because he gets a call from the keeper. Nice turn. Oh, good strength as well. Oh, what a Nigeria going to do now. Made a couple of changes, Nigeria. Wonder about the wisdom, really. Free kick here. Making those changes while defending a set piece. It normally would be forward, by the way, for Neo Rapu. Oh, and a chance for Nigeria. Out of the way first, then shoved off the ball, using his strength. I don't think... They just made a couple of changes, Nigeria. Wonder about the wisdom, really. Off his line, nowhere near making those changes while defending a set piece. It normally wouldn't really do that. It was a good header from Smith, but it really goes down as a goalkeeping set piece out of the way first, then make those changes. There's a Koro, the inadvertent handball. I don't think the substitutions had anything to do with Jakob. Oh, another set wandering off his line, nowhere near the ball. Minutes to go. Plus stoppages in this first semi-final. It was a good header from Smith, but it really goes down as a goalkeeping most of this game. But somehow they find themselves a goal to the good here. Zakoro with the inadvertent handball. Nigeria perhaps unlucky with that. Harcourt picking up that injury just before the break, eventually being replaced just after half-time. The free kick taken quickly and only just wide. Nice turn. Jakob, though, this time aware to the danger. Shaquille April it was, trying to catch everyone by surprise. Free kick here. Nicely has seen off the training ground, that actually. Good forward play there. Looked like they were still discussing it, while another man in robust takes the free kick off the ball, using his strength, barging into. Good strength as well. Rickson from behind. Goes down again, this time gets nothing from the referee. A little bit of space now opening up for South Africa. They're a very dangerous team on the counter-attack, you know. Forward play there. Here is April. Swings the ball into the far post. Space. To be shoved back off the ball, using his strength. Malangu just has the ball taken off his toes. Nice ball inside. Alabi now. Oh, the flag has stayed down. Here's Ariehi. Ariehi can't get past Smith, then drags down the South African surely, and that'll be a free kick for South Africa. Been second best for most of this game. Somehow they find themselves a goal to the good here. Charged up by that play from his centre-back. Perhaps unlucky with that. Harcourt picking up that injury just before the break. He's staying down. The set piece. Just after half-time. Just over 20 minutes to go. Substitutions. Plus stoppages on his arm, maybe. Semi-final. South Africa taken quickly and only just wide. Second best for most of this game. Though this somehow they find themselves a goal to the danger. Shaquille April,
nothing to do with Smith.
Nigeria perhaps unlucky with that by surprise. Markle picking up that injury just before the break. Eventually serves place just after half-time. Actually, making it look like they were still discussing it, while another man takes the free kick. Taken quickly and only just wide. Arching is probably Jacob, though, this time aware to the danger. Rickson from behind. Shaquille April it was, goes down again. Trying to catch everyone by surprise. Land on a little bit of space now, opening up for South Africa. Very dangerous team around that attack, you know. Making it look like they were still discussing it. While another man far post. Takes the free kick. A weak right foot. Arching into. That's the ball taken off his touch. Keeper came a long way, and as I say, and he goes down again. There's nothing from the referee. No man's land. Flag space now opening up for South Africa. And they're a very dangerous team on the counter-attack. Down to South Africa. Puts it out, swings the ball into the far post. Space, volleyed back in. Defensive error. Malangu from the Flying Eagles. Has the ball taken off his toe. That's play from his centre-back. First goal of the tournament for Tylon Smith. Nice ball inside. Alabi now. On the flag has stayed down. Here's Ariehi. Ariehi can't get past Smith. Then drags down the South African surely, and that'll be a free kick for South Africa. Nigeria on the back foot here since the goal. South Africa charged up by that play from his centre-back. Taken confidence from that. That attack comes to nothing, and all of Precious Benjamin. Nigeria have used 4 of their 5 substitutions. Evades one challenge on his arm. Telegraphed ball across midfield. Kekana with the intercept. Maku inside his own half. Well, it's nothing to do with Smith. Nice little 1-2. That's for certain. Rapu back to Sibia. A little bit too much on that pass. A little bit too intricate perhaps from South Africa, but they've gotten away with it. Ashena short in the centre circle now. Into April on in space on this near side. He didn't seem eventually gets to the pitch. The ball tries to whip one in. Land on Okoro. An outstretched limb from Smith either. Gets a deflection on that, and Jakob happy to pick that one up. Look at the goal. Swung in off his space right foot. Nigeria over on that far side. The game beginning to stretch now. Keeper came a long way. As I say, quarter of an hour or so of the game. Not even close. He's just completely caught in no man's land. Tournament games every 3-4 days. He stays on his leg, and then the pass comes in the runner. Smith. He just plucks it out of the air, but no. Bent his run to go between the fullback and centre-back from the Flying Eagles. The pass went behind him. First goal of the tournament for Tylon Smith. He's the goal scorer, Smith. Back to low, Nigeria. Best of balls out. On the back foot, with interest in a moment, and the shot whiffling just past the upright from Amal. Taken confidence from that. That attack comes to nothing though, and all the changes. Benjamin, final change that's inside for Nigeria. 8-1 challenge. Telegraph well, Ibrahim midfield. Kekana with the intercept. Suleiman Alabi, Maku coming off, like for like substitution. Fresh legs in midfield for Nigeria. Nice little 1-2. Back to Sibia. A little bit too much on that pass. A little bit too intricate perhaps from South Africa, but they've gotten away with it. Ashena Ibrahim comes in the centre circle now. Into April, the winner against Tunisia space on this near side. Eventually gets to the pitch, the ball tries to whip one in. Okoro gets a deflection on that, and Jakob happy to pick that one up. South Africa space really for Nigeria over on that far side. The game beginning to stretch now as we head into the final quarter of an hour or so of the game. A long tournament, games every 3-4 days. Nice nutmeg, and then the pass in behind the runner together as well. Shot whiffling just past the his run to go between the full-back and centre-back. The pass went behind him. Final change then for Nigeria. Now lofted long towards Benjamin. Smith. He's got contact on it, but they scored. Smith heading the ball backwards. Nearly put his defence in trouble. Best of balls out. It's like an age ago now. Back with interest in a moment, and then the shot whiffling just past the upright from Amal. Getting the throw on this near side. Now changes, final change then for Nigeria. Oh well, Ibrahim coming on. Suleiman Alabi coming off, like for like substitution, fresh legs in midfield for Nigeria. Maybe from Malangu, still putting himself about up there. Kick taken short. 19-year-old Ibrahim comes off.
Long towards Benjamin.
Scored the winner against Tunisia in their first group game. Seems like an age ago now.
Heading the ball backwards.
High ball.
Really put his defence in
dealt
trouble.
with by Smith this time. South Africa really seem to have taken confidence from that goal from Okoro. He could be in trouble here. Was it after Okoro? Well, that's a yellow card. A few ways have been able to play their way out from the back finally. Some passing phases together as well. Will be suspended for either the final or the third, fourth place match, whichever Nigeria qualify for here. He was booked in the quarter-final. Lofted long towards Benjamin. It's Senegal. He's been booked here as well. Got contact on unnecessary, really. Succeeded in heading the ball backwards. Nearly put his defence in trouble. Maku, when he was going nowhere. He's being pushed wide, and Okoro. Of course, these players are a little bit inexperienced. Okoro showing that inexperience there. Really didn't need to come across and do that. Sometimes you have to take one for the team, but I don't think that was one of those occasions. There was no real apparent danger. I mean, look where the free kick is. It's on by April. Okoro now misses the next match. Could be the final if Nigeria managed to come from behind here and find a way into that final. Malangu putting himself about up there. Interesting footwork.
Against Senegal, he's been booked here as well. A bit unnecessary, really.
A bit of rough and tumble, not dealt with by Smith this time.
Going nowhere.
In the tournament for Maku.
Just
a little bit nothing there between the two.
Of course, these players are.
A bit of a clutch there from Okoro. He could be in trouble here. Short hand, you sign the one man gets yellow card and one doesn't there, to be honest. It's a yellow card. Like 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
I don't think that was one of those occasions. There was no real apparent danger.
Okoro, now a chance from the set piece for Nigeria. 12 minutes to go. The final, the third, fourth place for the area. Nigeria comes to it, gets a towering header on it. He's booked in the quarter-final. Against Senegal, he's been booked here as well. Does he? No, he doesn't. Eventually goes out for unnecessary, really. Maku, when he was going nowhere. He's being pushed wide, and Okoro. Of course, these players are a little bit inexperienced, and Okoro showing that inexperience there.
Between the two.
Really didn't need to come across and do that. Sometimes you have to take one for the team, but I don't think that was one of those occasions. There was no real apparent danger.
Comes back in again. The keeper stays in his line this time, and then the ball taken off the toes of Eshene. He looked to turn that one across the 6-yard box.
Managed to come from behind here and find a way into the final.
Will be a corner here for South Africa. Can't see them interesting committing to not a corner for South Africa. Must have been an offside flag. Beg your pardon.
Maku keeps the ball in play. Does he? No, he doesn't. Eventually goes out for a South African throw.
A bit of rough and tumble. First booking of the tournament for Maku. It was just a little bit of nothing there between the two after a bit of a clash. Quite sure how you decide that one man gets yellow carded and one doesn't there, to be honest.
Really have lost their edge.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Trying to head that one back in the danger area.
Done much at all.
And the ball comes back in again. The keeper stays for his line this time.
Now a chance for a set piece for Nigeria. 12 minutes to go. The ball lofted long towards the area. Smith
defended by Silva.
Gets a towering header on it
to turn and get the ball out in time as well. Now Eshene can turn, and there's 3 men up here for South Africa. With the ball put out to Malangu.
No, he doesn't.
On this near
goes
side
out for a South African throw.
Just about get away with it, South Africa. Still in possession. Now April on this near side. Into a Yuma, Timber with a long throw down the line. Steps the first challenge, good ball in.
Shot comes in, beaten away by Lowe.
And the ball comes back in again. The keeper stays with his line this time, and then the ball taken off the toes of Eshene. The goalkeeper's turned that one across the 6-yard box. Important Lowe, who's made coming into the semi-finals, make more saves than any other keeper. Will be a corner here for South Africa. Can't see that another one there. Oh, not a corner for South Africa.
19 saves he made in the first 4 games.
There's 3 men up here for South Africa. The ball put out to Malangu on this near
worry there for South Africa was that Would have been that a mole was afforded so much space just outside their penalty box.
On this near side.
Nigeria really have lost their edge since the goal went in for South Africa.
Steps first challenge, good ball in.
Bemei.
Shot comes in, beaten away by
International, by the way, Bemei. Coming forward, 16 years of age. You know, he's only 17 when he got a hand from the shot over the top.
Goalkeeper's left.
Well defended by Timber, Nigerian team. Well to turn and get the ball out in time as well. Now Shenak, this ball turn, and there's 3 men up here for South Africa. The ball put out to Malasfield, ball good on this near side by Nkwali. Passes, but just about get away with it. South Africa going out of play on that far side. April on this near side. Quickly back in play now from Nigeria.
The ball was afforded so much space just outside their penalty box.
Nicely chested down, but unable to find a teammate. Chukwu behind on Malangu. In the side steps the first challenge, good all in. Shot comes in, beaten away by Lowe. Should be fine, there wasn't much in the way of contact there. Curled that one down behind to the goalkeeper's left for his chewing gum. Lowe, who's made, coming into these semi-finals, made more saves than any other keeper in the competition. Made another one there. Good strong play saves he made in the first 4 games. Good second Fletcher Lowe. Favourite to get to that ball ahead of Okoro. The worry there for South Africa was doubled up on, and it'd been that the mole was afforded so much space just outside their penalty box.
Quickly back in play now from Nigeria.
South Africa this time winning the ball higher up the pitch. Jody Shenak, since he's been brought on, buzzing around in a sort of secondary striker role. Foul from April. That's shown good balance actually with him in behind Malangu, using his physicality up top. 19 years of Nigeria come 17 when he got a hand from the taps. Swings the ball in, oh, it just evades too. And here's a third with the shot. Driven wide by Ibrahim, member of this squad as well. Mayuma, crossfield ball. 7 minutes to go around by Nigeria, chasing the game. Quite stop the ball going out of play though on that far side. Quickly back in play now from Nigeria.
Eventually ran into traffic despite the nutmeg.
Just doing well to dig out the cross. It just evaded Benjamin, unable to find the teammate. Damo, Chukwu.
South Africa this time.
Ibrahim picking it up on the deep. Malangu.
Jody Shenak, since he's been brought on.
First time shot.
Around in a sort of secondary striker role.
Fading the wrong side of the upright contact there.
Showed good balance actually with him in behind Malangu, using his physicality up
for his chewing gum.
Now Nigeria come forwards. Rickson swings the ball in, oh, it just evades too. Here's a third with the shot. Driven wide by Ibrahim.
Yari, but second little favourite to get to that ball. Ahead of
7 minutes to go now. Nigeria chasing the game.
The South African ran into traffic despite the nutmeg. South Africa this time winning the ball higher up the pitch.
Well to dig out the cross. It
Jody Shenak, since he's been brought on.
And
buzzing around in a sort of secondary striker role.
Up on the D.
Shown good balance actually. Him in behind Malangu, using his physicality up top. But now Nigeria come forwards. Rickson swings the ball in, oh, it just evades too. And here's a third with the shot. Driven wide by Ibrahim. 7 minutes to go now. Nigeria chasing the game. Evading Ariehi.
A bit too present.
Remember, Nigeria have played all 5 of their substitutions now.
The South African captain, Rapu.
Doing well to dig out that cross. It just evaded Benjamin. 3 substitutions available. Damo. April eventually blocking it up on the D. Illegally so, though, says the linesman. The referee agrees. First time shot. Always fading the wrong side of the upright.
Latest of the chances for Nigeria. I think fair to say that Lowe had that one covered. That one. Always slicing
the wrong side of the ball, wasn't it? He made sure to keep his body in the way.
Like Nigeria have lost a bit of composure since falling behind.
Defending a little bit clumsy to say the least. In the box, goes long to the back post. The keeper comes for it, gets it. The second attempt this time. Set piece for South Africa. 4 players
in the box, goes long to the back post, the keeper comes for it, gets it, second intercept before it reaches Okoro. April has been a pest on this right-hand side. Options to move the ball coming on for Lithlaku. And that's intercept before it reaches Okoro. Free kick this time. April has been a pest on this right-hand side. Precious coming on for Lithlaku. As far as Nigeria are concerned. Gives away the free kick this time. This is all draining time, precious seconds off the clock as far as from April. Nigeria are concerned. What's he supposed to have done here? That's shoulder to shoulder with Okoro coming in on him. Quite sure how that was a foul from April, actually. Goes to ground and half trips him up. Have done here? That's shoulder to shoulder with Okoro coming in on him. That was a foul in either direction. And Okoro sort of goes to ground and half trips him up. Well, it didn't look like that was a foul in either direction. This Nigerian midfield. It's all a little bit too hasty. It's not the composure now. This Nigerian midfield. Flying Eagles. It's all a little bit too hasty. That kept in play. Yes, it was from Amol. The Flying Eagles defending from Timber. That kept in play. Yes, it was from Amol. Good defending from Timber. Long throw from Okoro. Header from Smith. Helped away at the back post. Everyone behind the ball for South Africa. Now they can try and press out. The ball goes all the way back to Jakob. Header from Smith. Goalkeeper. Helped away at the back post. Everyone behind the ball for South Africa. Now they can try and press out. The ball goes all the way back to Jakob. Substitute goalkeeper. Smith just smashes it clear. Pretty much at that stage of the game now, aren't we, for South Africa? Wins the header. Take any chances at the back and now smashes it clear. Benjamin has got in behind, gets down to the byline, cuts back, puts the ball into the back post. The header comes in, beaten away by Smith. Fired back in. The back and now the shot blocked in the 6-yard box. Gets down to the byline, cuts back, puts the ball into the back post. The header comes in, beaten away by Smith. And all of a sudden Nigeria with their tails up. The shot comes into the 6-yard box and it's Yuma. Shot came in from Rickson, I think, and levering that far post. All of a sudden, Nigeria with their tails up. Another ball comes into the area, and it's Yuma from Nigeria. Always leaning back and levering that one over the crossbar. Good ball in, the header from Yuma. Well beaten away by Smith from Nigeria. Precious Benjamin it was. Well, the shot coming in, the header blocked by Sibia from Yuma. Well beaten away by Smith across his chest. So even if it has hit his arms, shot coming in, it be an issue. Blocked by Sibia. Card for Shakir. His arms appeared to be across his chest. Quite sure why. So even if it has see anything there, hit his arms there, it shouldn't be an issue. Yellow card for Shakir April for arguing with the official. Sure why. Didn't see anything there. Possibly because of that previous free kick, which didn't look like a free kick at all. For arguing with the officials. Argue that with the officials, even though they know they shouldn't. Previous free kick, which is not what South Africa need. A player being stretched off at this time in the game. They do have substitutes available. Argue that with the officials, even though they know they shouldn't. This is not what South Africa need. A player being stretched off at this time of the game. They do have substitutes available, though. It's the initial save from Smith. Defender down. The header from Yuma. The shot came in just after that. That was blocked by Sibia, which is the reason why he went down. The initial save should be back on the pitch by now. Header from Yuma, then the shot came in just after that. That was blocked by Sibia, which is the reason why he went down. Should be back on the pitch by now. 4 minutes of added time here for Nigeria to try and get back on level terms. 4 minutes to keep their championship hopes alive. South Africa, and it's about time here for Nigeria to try and get back on level competition in 28 years. 4 minutes to keep their championship hopes alive. South Africa, and yes, it is a bit nail-biting, isn't it? First final in this competition in 28 years preceding passage of play. And yes, it is a bit nail-biting, isn't it? This was the preceding passage of play from the shot that was driven straight into Tato Sabir, which is why he went down. No fingernails left for the final at this rate. From the shot that was driven straight into Tato Sabir, which is why he went down. Days for those nails to grow back, I suppose, until the fingernails left for the final at this rate. Those South African fans.
A few days for those nails to grow back, I suppose, until the final on Sunday evening. This will be the long throw from Okoro. In it comes. It's not done and dusted yet. Not of white shirts there. Not headed away yet. April. This will be the long throw from Okoro. In it comes. Not of white shirts there. Trying to headed away yet. April. The free kick's going to be hurriedly taken here by Nigeria. The stage, trying to win the ball. Needs to. The free kick's going to be hurriedly taken here by Nigeria. What price the goalkeeper in the area? The stage on the end of this free kick. Everyone needs to. It's in a dangerous area, that's for certain. Come up with this one. What price the goalkeeper in the area? Getting on the end of this free kick. It's in a dangerous area, that's for certain. Well, I hesitate to call it a wall. It's one man. Fletcher Lowe's organising hit to make sure it can't be just smashed into the near post. Well, I hesitate to call it a wall. It's one man. It's on concentration. Everyone back in the box to defend this for South Africa. Smashed into the near post. Not everyone, but most, nearly everyone forward here for Nigeria. Ball comes in. It's flicked just past the South Africa. Not everyone, Smith. Most, nearly everyone gets a touch on the Nigeria. The ball comes in. It's flicked just past the upright. In the corner, taken quickly. Benjamin. Turns on the edge of the area, fires it in, but there's no one there at the near post. Hacked away by South Africa. A minute and a half left to go here. Benjamin for Turns on the edge of the area, fires it in, but there's no one there at the near post. Hacked away by South Africa. A minute and a half left to go here for Amajita. South African defence all deeper than that as well. They need to push out. Nigeria has to go all the way back to Yaka. He smacks it long into their own area for the end of this game. Yuma now, defence all deeper than that as well. They need to push out a little bit here. Skills for Yuma now, stands the ball up to the back post, headed back, hemmed into the own area for the end of this game by Yuma now. Bemay, lovely skills for Yuma now, stands the ball up to the back post, headed back across goal, headed out. A goal kick by Sabia. Bemay, and rightly so. Clearly comes off Bemay. There'll be a goal kick. And rightly so. Rather than clearly comes off Bemay, corner that isn't. They should really rather try and get on with the game here, Nigeria. Time swiftly running out. Rather than just over 30 seconds, maybe a few seconds added to those 4 minutes, but not much more. Nigeria. Time swiftly running out. Just over 30 seconds, maybe a few seconds added to those 4 minutes, but not much more. April beaten in the air by Chukwu. Stabs the ball back to Yakum. This has just got to go forwards now for Nigeria. No time for niceties. Ball comes forward, headed away by Smith. Stabs the ball back to Yakum. This has just got to go forwards now in the air for Nigeria. No time for niceties. Heavy touch forward, headed away by Smith. Rickson. Now the ball goes long again, but it's too late. And South Africa, remarkably, heavy touch, has won the first of the semi-finals of this year's Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. South Africa back remarkably after a gap of 28 years. The semi-finals of this year's Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. Back in the finals after a gap of 28 years. Nigeria caught in no man's land as the ball was lofted into the area. Tylon Smith nodding the ball. Substitute keeper into the empty net for Nigeria, and caught in no man's land as the ball was lofted into the area. Smith nodding the ball of that into the certainly the first half, and a good chunk of the second half between the two sides. Nigeria and the Flying Eagles, they are shattered. They've had their wings certainly the first half, and a good chunk of the second half as well. They not have been the better side out there. The Flying Eagles, well, they found a way of getting it done. They've had their wings clipped here. There is your man of the match. The man of the moment, been the better side out there with the goal, but they found a way of getting it done. Unsurprisingly, there is your man of the match, the man of the moment, the man with the goal, Tylon Smith.
First of all, I just want to thank God for this amazing blessing for me. Second of all, it wasn't an easy game, but first of all, I just want to thank God for this amazing blessing for me. And second of all, it wasn't an easy game, but I love the boys so much